First on the far side. And you do that a dozen times and you say, okay, this is boring. What next? And the answer there is that you bring it up over and you pull one side a little bit and it turns. And then you go into what's known as the 360. 360 because you walk in a circle and the kite flies in a circle. I get dizzy after about 3 times around, do another up and over, and fly it in the other direction. Kind of like unwinding a clock here. When you can do up and overs and 360s for 2 minutes, you are ready for novice competition in indoor kite flying. Then you start getting a little bit more artistic. Different ways of turning the kite. One way is a half axle. You're going to the right and you want to go to the left. You just do a stall and tuck one side a little bit and it will flip around. And that's a half axle. You can go into your 360 or whatever. If you want to add a little bit of flair where you're going in one direction, you can do a full axle. So you're flying one direction, you stop the kite, flip it all the way around in a circle, and then continue on. That is a full axle. Now, it's inevitable that your kite will end up on the ground more than a few times. And so learning how to do a ground launch is also part of indoor kite flying. You can give it a tuck on this particular kite. It behaves very nice coming off the ground. And he pulls one side and flips it up, and then starts walking it around and does a launch off the ground. He can also do a launch where he brings it back towards him and flips it over and pulls it towards him and he catches it. Okay? And then you can launch it by doing a toss. Catches and tosses are part of indoor kite flying. That was a spin toss. There was a full axle, up and over, a little bit of a spiral down to a catch, a flip and toss. And I'll just let Paul do his thing for a moment. Half axle catch. This is the only kite that does that I know of, where he can stall it and go backwards and then come straight at it and catch it. There's a full turn launch, full spin. Now, most dual line kites are designed, well, all dual line kites are designed to fly forward, nose first, into the wind. Now, Paul is able to do what's called a side slide with this kite. He'll be flying sideways. This is not the way kites are designed to fly. He can take it up and down and over the mountain and down into the valley. He is one of the 2 people I know who can also stop it and then change direction in the middle. You go all the way around, that's disgusting. Okay? When you stop, it's supposed to fall to the ground, but it doesn't. Okay? And then he has a couple of other maneuvers. He can fly this kite upside down. Do a fade, which flies the kite away from it, bring it back, flip it over, and it's flying upside down. And he'll fly it back over his head, flip it back over, and come back over and up and over. A unique up and over. All right. And just in passing, I will mention that Paul was the 2006 and I believe 2008 two-time AKA Grand National Indoor Champion. So he's not a rookie.